Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your girl coming at you with another great video, and today's video will be, finally, part 3 of my crazy funny labor and delivery. And of course I'm doing that on Kalani Bell. But yes, I know it's took forever for me to get to this. It's just finding the time and making my other videos come out. But we're doing it today. Hopefully the camera don't cut off on me. But in my last one, I'm gonna do my very best to leave the previous ones down below in the description box. So if you're new to my channel and you want to know my crazy ass labor and delivery story, make sure you check below down in the description box for part 1 and part 2. This video right here is part 3. So let's get started. I'm gonna jump in where I left off at in part 2, and that was when me and the base friends came to pick me up. A little dust flying. But when the base friends came to pick me up and I was in the car, that's where I left off at. So yeah, I make it to the car finally, and I had one leg in and one leg out. I'm the type of person, like I said in the last video, in the last story video, I have to constantly be moving. When I'm sick, I have to move, or I can't deal. When I'm hurting, I can't deal. I gotta move. But anyway, we're in the car, and it felt like every crack and every bump in the street, I was literally feeling it. And it wasn't, and I go that way every single day, and it's not even that horrible of a street. So yeah, anyway, the actual hospital that I went to, which is St. Vincent's on the Riverside, is not that far from me. It is exactly, probably give or take, I want to say probably about 8 to 10 minutes, if that. And it's really not that far. It's, around about 8 or 10 minutes. But we headed out going this way. Important. We headed out going this way, and we actually, he was asking me which way to turn, and right when he asked me that, I was having a contraction. So, I couldn't even talk or say anything. He had it the wrong way. So when my contraction eased down and I was able to tell him, thank God it eased down before we got way out going the wrong way. So I told him, I was like, oh yeah, we got to turn. So he turned. And by that time, when I'm telling him to turn, his wife, which is my girl, they're both now Kalani's godparents, she put it in the GPS, so that was definitely helping us out a lot. So fast forward a little bit, we get there, we get to the hospital. So he gets out and go and get the wheelchair. No, his wife gets out and goes and get the wheelchair. She was sitting in the back with the kids, of course, and I was up front. Being that big ass belly I had, child, needed room. So anyway, she gets out to go get the wheelchair, and he's coming around the car to let me out. And I can hear my kids in the background. I know when my kids are nervous, but they were putting on such a great front for me. They were staying strong. You hear me? Strong. And y'all know my little one, Makai, my right-hand man, he was checking on me, honey. But anyway, he was coming, my friend's husband was coming around to open the door for me, and as he was opening the door, my hands were like this, just holding on to the part right before the door, basically. And I was having a contraction, so I was leaning over like this, just trying my best to get some type of control, which I was failing miserable at. But anyway, right when I was getting out, she came with the wheelchair, and I sat in. Now, like I said, for some crazy ass reason, some wild reason, I hate sitting down when I'm in pain. I hate it. I cannot be still. It's crazy and weird, I know, but I just can't do. And those contractions were coming so quickly in such a short amount of time that it was almost like I was doing this. My body would sit down. I get back up. I sit down. I get back up. So I finally sat my ass down in the wheelchair, and they exchanged words, and we rolled off. And as she was turning, it seems like people that was in an emergency room, because we had to walk past the emergency room part to go straight up to the birth center. So it seems like when you're pregnant or going into labor, all eyes were on you. It kind of felt like that, but it wasn't like so obvious. But anyway, we get there and we get to the elevator and it seemed like forever, and it really wasn't. It was like a matter of 2 minutes, to be truthful. So, but 2 minutes feel like 3 hours when you're going in labor. Anyway, we get in the elevator and I had another one. At this point, I can't tell you how far apart they were. They were so damn close, it was ridiculous. So we come out onto the 3rd floor, matter of fact, and I don't know if it's like this I think it's for every hospital. Before you go into the labor and delivery part, it's a little button you hit before you go through the doors. So we hit that button, and when I told her right before we got to the button, I was like, stop the wheelchair. She was like, what's wrong? I literally slid out of the chair like this and couldn't take the pain anymore. So I was literally on the floor, like had my hands on the bare hospital ass floor, just just breathing it in. And right when I was doing it, a male was coming. Was he coming out or was he going in? He was coming. No, I think he was going in. He was going either in or out. But either way, he saw us. He's like, oh my God, do you need help? Do you need help? Because I was at this point, it's pretty obvious. I'm in labor with that big old belly I had. And he's like, do you need help? And she was like, yeah, no, I don't know. And he basically helped my arm up and just lifted me back into the chair. So he kind of held the door open, as we were passing through. So we get there to the sign-in, whatever. And this is my fault. No, actually, no, it's not. Child, let me tell you. St. Vincent's is a beautiful, wonderful, excellent, awesome hospital. But let me tell you. Some of the workers there, some of the nurses there are bitches. And I'm being honest. And this is St. Vincent's on the Riverside here in Jacksonville, Florida. I love this hospital. Everything in me loves it. But some of the workers there are bitches. Like, they are nasty. Their attitude, their everything. Not all of them. Let me make that shit clear. Now, not all of them. Because my doctor was awesome. I couldn't ask for a better one. If I have another baby, which is a big fat if, which is I don't want one. Just throwing it out there. But she would definitely be my doctor. You hear me? And I would definitely still go back to St. Vincent's. It's just some of their workers are very nasty. So the lady that we were signing in with, she was moving. I heard something. But she was moving slow as molasses. You hear me? If anything could move slower than molasses, it would be her. Okay? So I ain't just saying it because I was in labor, but she really was moving so slow that my friend was getting mad with her. Like, come on, did you see her? And like going to labor. So at this point, I slid out of the chair again and I was on the floor. And this time I was flat on that bitch. Like I could not handle it anymore. It felt like I was about to piss on myself. It felt like anything that could go wrong was going wrong at that moment, pain-wise. So she's giving her my information. She's asking me. I'm giving it to her. And she's giving it to the lady, to the sign-in nurse. So another nurse, fast forward just a little bit, another nurse comes around the bend and see me. And she's looking like, she's somewhat shocked, but she's not. Because little did I know, at that night, it was one of the busiest / worst nights for them. I had to find that out later on throughout the day. But anyway, we have one nurse comes around the bend. This is going to be the nurse. I'm going to do a whole nother separate story time on this bitch. That's how bad this bitch was. Look, not bad as an uber sexy, like bad as a nasty ass attitude. I'm going to protect this bitch. You feel me? That type of bad. But anyway, she comes around and she the sign-in nurse tells her where to take us. So we get there. And why this bitch tell me, oh, I need you to pee in a cup? Why? You see I'm in labor. You've seen me before up here 2 or 3 times. Hell, my doctor is on the floor right now. No, she wasn't on the floor, but she was in the building. You know me. I mean, you don't know me, but come on now. This big ass stomach, you still want me to piss in a cup? We already know what time it is. But I know there are other reasons why, like checking for like any type of diseases or infections in your pee-pee. But at this time, I am contracting. I don't have time to piss in a cup. I don't have time to piss on myself. You hear me? My water has broken, baby. I'm not pissing in nothing. So We get there and my friend's like, pee in a cup. And just her whole attitude, she was snippy, nasty, rude as hell. Like all outdoors were rude. Like I can't deal with her. Let me see this time frame. Oh, we good, we good. I'm gonna talk our heads off somehow. But she was so nasty, y'all, that it about made me cry. Because at this point, I was like, oh, I don't got the energy for this. So my friend seen it, and at this time, the bae has arrived. He's in the building. How can I say this? She, see, because I know I'm going to make a story time on this heifer all alone, I'm going to have to skip big chunks out of this story time. So if you guys want to know what happened with her next day's attitude, make sure you tune into that video when I upload it. I'm sorry. But anyway, fast forward the parts of all the way past her nasty part. Basically, I gave birth to my baby girl on my hands and knees, and my doctor was definitely there. And let's just say it was this labor and delivery was so rough and so much pain that if you want kids, I advise you not to watch this video, because I'm gonna keep it funky, baby. I'm gonna keep it real. Listen, this is what made my last labor and delivery is what's making me never in my life, in my time of being here or in my future or whatever, I don't want no more goddamn kids. You hear me? None at all. I don't want any. I do not want to pass another human being up out of this here budget. Jack. You hear me? Nope, not gonna happen, Captain. Nope, ain't gonna do it. Because that pain was surreal. Not surreal, but it was real, honey. It was so real. That, you know what? Let me get my thoughts together. My contraction was so close and I was so far along that well, towards the end, that I didn't even have time to get a epidural. Yes, guys. And you guys know that was my fear my entire pregnancy. And if you've been following me on my journey, on my pregnancy journey, you know, watching all the videos, and you know I stated that at least once on every video, that I want my epidural. But, honey, I ended up having a whole natural birth. Ain't that some shit? If that don't tell you that labor and delivery does not go to plan, it laughs at you. Labor and delivery. When you're going to labor and you got a plan, it laughs at you because it's not going to go your way, baby. I'm a prime example of that. Just saying. But yes, guys, I know this video took so long to make and get to you guys. But like I said, make sure you tune into that video where I talk about the nurse, because I left out chunks of that because baby deserves a whole. She is let me put the tea like this. Let me give y'all something. Let me give you like a cliffhanger so you'd be better, want to watch this other video that I'm uploading. I don't know when, but it's definitely going to be soon. Put it like this. I gave birth alone. I'm going to leave this there because of her. Let's put it like that. My support system, which is the baby, was not in there when I gave birth. I'm going to leave it like that and make sure you guys tune into that video when it drops. So, if it's not this week, then it's definitely going to be next week. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it took a long ass time to make, but I still genuinely hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to give this video, my words are all over the place. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and of course hit that notification bell. And as always, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Of course, it's free. I'm just saying. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.